I don't know what the next guess. Okay.
Did you even say words there?
I did what you do in music when you there's like, let's say there's like 36 notes in a row, and they're all like, they all have like at least 3 lines on them. So you just play like you play like 4 of them, but you do it in such a way that makes it sound like you've played all of them. That's what I just did.
Oh, nice. So it's like a scale where you go bloop,
or you go bloop, bloop. Yeah, pretty much.
That's pretty good.
Yeah.
Your leg is on my chest.
Okay, sorry.
I was just commenting.
Oh, okay. Yeah, so we were. Do you want to talk about X-Men First Class? Because that's.
Sure.
I feel like I talk about it forever. It's like.
Yeah, so, okay, when I first saw it, I didn't like it that much.
Yeah, when I first saw it.
Mostly like
continuity things.
I didn't like about it.
Because that's the thing, is that it was marketed as like an X-Men prequel. It wasn't like, check out this really cool self-contained story that has really cool themes and characters. It's like, want to know where your favorite X-Men came from?
Yeah.
Here it is.
Yeah, and it's like, here's where 2 of them come from. And also a bunch of guys that don't make it to the next movie.
It's like here's where the two the bad guys come from, the one hero comes from, and that one blue thing from X-Men 3 comes from.
Yeah. But it's kind of a weird... Yeah, see, it's weird because it doesn't really work as a prequel, and it doesn't do a lot of the prequel things where it's like, oh, so that's where
you got the thing. And they already explained a lot of the stuff.
I mean, they do, but they do it in a way that's weird, and it's like... Oh, Beast just built it. Oh, okay. Like
that's everything.
That's like how like everything happened. Apparently, was, Beast designed it.
Even in X-Men Apocalypse, like he was making the new Blackbird. Like,
yeah.
It's like, make sure. It's like, it's like I designed it. I made it with nuclear fuel cells because I'm a genius. I'm just gonna open that up and leave the door open
because.
And we'll also leave the door.
It's not like we have anyone that like shoots lasers.
And we'll just leave the door open. Hopefully,
it's perfectly safe.
Yeah. Did you find it convenient that Quicksilver would just happen to be there the moment that the explosion was going off? Or?
Yeah, but I feel like. I mean, he's fast enough that he could have been anywhere in the world and still saved everyone, probably.
Yeah, I guess so.
So, it's convenient, yeah, but he was on, like, we saw that he was basically on his way there already, kind of, because he was gonna go to, he said that he went to, where was Poland? Is that where Magneto was before?
Yeah.
So he went there, and then Magneto was already left there, so he went. So he's like, okay, well, maybe I'll check out this school then. Maybe they know where he is.
Okay.
So, like, that was the next stop. So, I mean, like...
Wait, did they show him go to Poland?
No, he just says, oh, I went to Poland after... Because you know how they on the news, it's like, oh, Magneto killed a bunch of people and stuff.
Yeah.
And then... so,
how did they know it was him?
Because there was a bunch of, like, dead people.
They found, like, 10 dead cops, 2 dead girls in a forest.
Yeah.
Wait, how did they even find them if all the cops were dead? Call the police. And then it cuts to like an office.
He's not the police.
And you cut to an empty office. And it's just a phone. No, because they're all in the forest.
Their wives, I guess, were like, I wonder why he hasn't come home for dinner yet. They called the station. Oh yeah, they're all dead.
They're not even like subtle about it. Or, I'm sorry for your loss. Like, yep, all dead. It was the magnet freak.
That magnet guy.
Magneto. Yeah.
What did I was probably on Avengers Memes, which is my favorite Facebook page ever. But I saw this one comic where it was like, hey, how come it's not pronounced Magneto?
Oh, yeah, I saw that, yeah.
It's like...
It's pronounced Magneto.
No, it's Magneto. It's like, wouldn't it be Magneto? Because he uses magnets, because he has, like, magnet powers?
Yeah.
It's like, no, the Nito part is necessary. It's completely necessary.
I thought it was because his powers were so Nito, or something like that. something really stupid like that.
But yeah, First Class is a movie I didn't like that much when I first saw it, but I like.
So we're back on topic.
but I like it more and more the more I watch it.
And the more I think about it, I like it more.
Yeah, it's got. Magneto's really cool.
Yeah, it's basically like it's his movie, but like everyone else gets a character arc except for Rose Byrne, who's horrible in all of them.
Who's
actually,
useless.
who's actually completely useless. Wait, do you want to make a meme of all the things that Moira McTaggart does?
Yeah.
So it's just like so you show X-Men First Class and it's Moira McTaggart and it's like.
Paralyzed
Xavier, and then the next one, nowhere to be found, and that's the next one, Releases Apocalypse.
Did jack shit. In Days of Future Past.
And then Releases Apocalypse.
You could do, if you really want to like show her uselessness, you could do does basically nothing for First Class. Wasn't even there for...
No, but in First Class, after he gets shot or whatever, he's like, Magneto's, I'm so sorry, or Charles, and then he's like, you did this, and he's like, no, Eric, you did. Well, actually, it was kind of both of you. That's what he should have said.
You probably shouldn't have shot metal at the guy who controls the metal.
And you probably should have been a little bit neater about your bullet deflection. Yeah. You could have just done like a Matrix thing if you really wanted to.
Like you did with the missiles.
Like you do with the missiles.
You were bragging earlier about how you could stop one point blank, but now you're just throwing them all over the place.
For the convenience of the plot.
Come on, man. But yeah, like the ending. Okay, I love the.
But I didn't notice. Okay, yeah, go on.
I love the core.
Oh, the core is so good. Actually,
it's great.
Yeah.
The part where he shoots the missiles back at the ships.
That's amazing. Great. I love the part where they shoot the missiles. That's my favorite part.
Yeah. Well, both the like that whole
because
idea.
because before that Magneto's like not like he's not like full bad net, like he's not really like, he's like, him and Charles are still like kind of friends at that point, and they have a great conversation before where it's like Charles is like, it's like, no, it's like Magneto's like, oh, they're gonna fear us and hate us and stuff once the world knows what mutants are, and then Charles is like, no, but like if we save the day and stuff, then they're gonna appreciate us. And then he's like,
they might even appreciate having
us around. And then he's like, well, we'll see. And then Charles is like, and then Eric's like, well, we'll see about that kind of thing. It's never an option. That's what he's. Yeah. But then what's great about that is that I think it's like it's probably the first time we see like humans attack the good mutants in an X-Men film.
No, that happens in X2.
When
the soldiers attack.
Okay. Yeah, but those are bad guys. Those are clearly bad guys, though.
Yeah, but they're working for the U.S. government, which is generally
they're working for Mr. What is it, Stryker? With a name like Stryker, you have to be a bad guy.
But he's commissioned by the president.
And I guess I was thinking the part where there's the one.
Arrest all those children.
I was thinking there's the part with the cops or something, but then like, and I guess. X2, the part with the cops, but that wasn't as cool though because like they hadn't really saved the day or anything. They were just kind of like, you're kind of weird, you're under arrest. So it's really weird when you think about it.
Yeah, well,
but I think that whole scene is great though with the Bobby talking to his parents and stuff.
Oh yeah,
and Pyro kind of ruins it, or he's like they figure out that male's passed the next gene, so it's his fault. So that's why Quicksilver's a mutant, and that's why Magneto's daughter's a mutant.
Yeah, that makes sense.
So it adds
up.
It adds up, and I think that's kind of cool.
Yeah. They only say that in the film. I don't think that's necessarily the case in the comics.
No, I don't think it is, but it works for the canon of the film.
Yeah, it fits with everything.
But anyways, I had a point, which was that I think it's really cool because like they just saved the day. The thing that Charles said they won't hate them for doing just happened, and then they attacked them and like I think that I just thought that was so cool. And then
because it's a really cool idea because there's 4 sides there, which is the Russians, the Americans, the X-Men, and the crime syndicate. What are they called? Okay.
The Hellfire Club.
The Hellfire Club.
When I first heard that, I'm like, wait, I thought they were just like the early group Brotherhood of Evil Mutants kind of
Yeah.
thing. But that's like, now they're like some kind of cool club or something?
Yeah, but
do they
that is a group from the like it's the same name as the group from the comics, and they're just like another evil
Okay, no, it's great. You know, it's great.
But they're more like prestigious about it.
Yeah, they wear the wind guy. He doesn't say a thing, but he's always like wearing a really nice jacket.
Yeah.
See, that's the thing is that X-Men First Class is a great film, but there's occasionally like something stupid things like that. Like it's mostly the Hellfire Club. I think there's a little bit stupid things like that.
I think they should just get rid of Wind Guy because
what does he really do? Really,
he doesn't really do much. And Azazel is cool.
Azazel's way cooler.
He looks cool. He's pretty badass when he like kills all those people, and he has more of a personality too.
Yeah.
Like, there's one part where after he kills like all the Russians on the one sub, like he takes one of their hats and he's just wearing it,
and just to drive it.
Yeah,
he's so good.
He's just chilling in the boat.
Oh yeah, I know.
Driving. and like Emma Frost is fine.
Yeah,
She's fine, I guess.
it's just like
she's
down.
a cool
It's like are there?
character.
When I first saw it, I'm like, are there two Emma Frosts? One that's older in the past than she is in the future.
Yeah, see, that's why it doesn't make sense because of fucking.
They already have.
If you ignore Origins First Class,
Yeah.
or Origins First Class,
X-Men First
Origins
X-Men
Wolverine,
X-Men Origins First Class.
or X-Men Origins First Class.
Yeah.
If you ignore Origins Wolverine, then the timeline works, but
Yeah.
mostly.
Yeah,
But-
I'd say so.
But then
But then there's some X3 things. that don't
yeah,
add
the
up.
next three it doesn't work. So.
Okay, but
and then the original doesn't work either. But like Origins,
do you think?
is probably the one where.
Okay, do you think they would have? Would you have? I don't think I would have mind Emma Frost as much in First Class if they didn't call her Emma Frost. Like, what if she was?
That's
just
her name.
No, but what if that was someone else though? Because we already had Emma Frost.
No, her name is Emma Frost. That's the character's name.
I know. What if it's different? What if she just made a different character? Because did Emma Frost have telepathy in the comics?
Yeah, she has telepathy
really?
and the crystal power. Those
Oh,
are
really?
crystal powers.
Okay.
Yeah,
Got it.
that's how her power works.
Okay.
Yeah, like one thing I think is dumb is I think her crystal transformation effect in First Class looks like shit.
Really?
I don't know about you, but
No, because it goes on top of her clothes. And
Yeah.
stuff, which is kind of weird.
It looks-
that's like a
it looks
Darwin.
weird.
But Darwin could do that though.
yeah, but that looks weird too.
Yeah, I guess. Yeah, like yeah, you think yeah. Why would it grow on top? Like it's
Yeah.
it's not like the Fantastic Four where there's like, oh, we got these suits that like mold to our bodies or
Yeah,
whatever.
yeah,
So
they
I
have
can,
no
I can
attempt
stretch it. You can
to
turn you can
explanation.
turn invisible. You can light it on fire, and you're just a rock all the time. But
You're rock all the time.
those shorts look pretty dope.
But you look good in those shorts.
yeah.
Yeah, like they don't do anything to explain why or. Yeah, it just looks weird, and I think her hair looks weird too. But her eyes
Yeah.
stay the same, and I don't know. It's just I think it
Yeah.
looks stupid.
Oh yeah, the hair looks weird. And the eyes. Yeah, the eyes. Oh yeah. Yeah, I guess it is kind of dumb.
I just think it looks.
I just
crap.
Yeah. I think but it's not like bad CG. It's just kind of strange choices.
I think it's just a weird effect.
Yeah.
That maybe they're trying to stylize it somehow, but I don't like it. I'm sorry, but I think it's dumb.
No, but I think the other great thing about the missiles in X-Men First Class
Yeah.
is in like every other X-Men film, after they defeat the bad guys or whatever, it's like, yay, we did it, and that's the end of the movie. Like, imagine how underwhelming X-Men First Class would have been if at
like,
the
yay,
end
we did it.
they're like, yay, we did it, and then they're like all friends or whatever, and Magneto's like, oh, I want to be a bad guy, and then Charles is just like, okay.
Just saying we need that last
Yeah.
that last scare.
Yeah,
And I think,
because I think it's,
oh, I'm not dead yet.
yeah, kind of thing. It's like that, but like it's more just kind of like showing you all the like characters' motivations and stuff. Like
Yeah, well, I think
because Charles is like, they're just men following orders. Like it's not really their fault. And then but then Magneto's like, that's still a problem.
Yeah.
Have you seen Nazi Germany before?
Yeah.
I have. That was just guys following orders. That wasn't right. That was fucked up.
yeah. I've been at the mercy of men following orders for too long. Or
He's just like,
I've been
no, the mercy of men following orders. Never again.
never again.
And I love the shot of his eyes when before he stops the missiles. They do like a really great close up of Magneto's eyes, and you see like the helmet in the middle, and he's got like a little scar and like his eyebrow, and
is a scar there?
Like, well, he got punched by Shaw or something, so he's got like a little cut there, like right above his eyebrow, and it looks so cool.
Yeah.
Just how close and intense that is.
My favorite, like, that's terrible, but I still love it kind of thing in First Class is the Magneto outfit at the end of the movie.
Yeah. I almost laughed the first time I saw it, but after every other time, I've actually laughed at it. Like, I genuinely.
Yeah, like I didn't really remember the outfit that much the first time I saw it.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. It's the colors that are correct, right?
Yeah.
But like if you actually look at it,
it's pretty bad.
It's really shitty.
It's kind of trash because he's got those stupid little horns on the helmet now.
And they're comically like big.
Yeah, I think the helmet would have looked fine if it was just red. Like imagine that helmet from First Class. That helmet looked pretty badass.
Yeah,
you just make that a red.
Yeah, just change the color, but like yeah, but like I mean I get it because in the comics Magneto usually does have like the horns on it.
Yeah,
but I don't know the way they did it is wrong.
Okay, but that was like, you know what that costume feels like? It's like the incredible, the terrifying, the amazing Magneto, and then you think it's gonna be his costume, but it's not. It's just like something he made. It's this homemade piece of garbage he made in like 5 minutes.
He's wearing garden gloves.
He's wearing garden gloves. That's what I always thought. Yeah. He's wearing like a red sweater and like I think like an ascot maybe, like some kind of like. I don't know, he's got, or maybe it's like a turtleneck, or I don't know, there's something going on with his neck there. Yeah. And he's got the cape.
It's the Steve Jobs turtleneck.
And he's wearing, and he's got, we should make a Steve Jobs joke somewhere with an X-Men film. But anyways, and he's just wearing like just regular, like some baggy like red pants or something.
Yeah. And
I think his shoes are purple or something, but is it outfit?
I don't think you see it.
It just looks so lame.
It looks really
it looked way better in Days of Future Past.
It's a pretty dorky looking outfit.
Because in Days of Future Past, I think it looked way better because
it was
like because I think it's fine for like the original X-Men films. I'm not really a huge fan of the Magneto outfit in those ones.
It looks better than in the First Class.
It does, but like
I like his outfit in that. I think his helmet is kind of weirdly shaped though.
Yeah,
because you compare the helmet to the one in First Class, which is more common.
Yeah, and he's got like these weird like things on the eyebrows,
and you go like, oh, that's weird looking.
Yeah,
like it
looks way better in First Class.
Yeah, I don't know. I didn't notice
before you put the dumb horns.
Yeah, I didn't notice it the first. Until you go back and watch it.
Yeah, I haven't seen X-Men 1 in a while.
The first time you watch like 1, 2, and 3, you're like, oh yeah, that's Magneto. But then like you see the First Class helmet, and then you go back to that one, and it's like, oh, it looked weird.
Yeah.
That is a pretty dorky looking helmet. But like other than that, Ian McKellen is great in the role, and so like the outfit works fine. Like I think it looks fine. But yeah. The ending of First Class is kind of weird because
they set up the first like few X-Men films from that
from First Class.
Like they set up try to set up X1. Is really what happens.
Do they though, Patrick? Do they really? Because think about X1 and then think about this movie, and do they really try to set it up?
Yeah. They tried to they paralyzed Charles and they showed the rift between them. That's what they did.
Yeah, but like, if you pay attention to X1, there's like, oh yes, Magneto is blocking my telepathy, probably because he helped me build Cerebro and he would know how to do that. And it's like, okay, well they didn't set that up at all.
Yeah.
Not only did he not build Cerebro, but he didn't build his helmet either.
Yeah, I feel like the
Shaw built it, and Shaw didn't even build it. He mentions that he had someone else build it.
So Cerebro, maybe that someone else was Magneto. It was Magneto the whole time.
He was planning everything from the beginning.
Yeah, he was.
That would be cool. I would love that. Like, you just find, like, a really loose way to connect. It was really Magneto
the whole time. Why do you think he's working in a metal shop in X-Men? Why do you think he's working in the scene from the climax of Terminator 2 and X-Men Apocalypse?
Because he builds Magneto helmets for a living.
Exactly. It's the only explanation.
It all makes sense now.
Oh yeah, I think something. I think Jeremy Johns or Chris Stuckman pointed out that in X-Men Apocalypse, like Magneto is like pretty like honest with his wife or whatever. Like he's like, oh yeah, he's like I told you everything the first night I met you, kind of thing. So I feel like it's pretty great for her to be like, I know you're a serial killer.
And I'm okay with that.
And I'm okay with that.
Like, but he's trying to change.
Yeah,
like,
I know. He uses his powers to save some guy.
He saves a guy. He saves a human. He's never done that before.
Oh yeah, I know. And then
in any other movie, like, which he would never do that.
It's like he'd be like a Superman thing where
he'd be like, wait, are you a mutant? He'd like lift it up. He'd be like, are you a mutant? And then he's like, oh no, and then he just drops it. Like that'd be regular Magneto. Mm-hmm. What I really like about that sequence too is that Apocalypse like becoming unearthed is what caused the thing to fall in the first place.
Yeah.
So like. I don't know. I think it's like that's sort of a Bryan Singery thing where everything is connected loosely somehow, but like that's a great initiating point for the story.
And we're back. Okay.
So what I meant was in Apocalypse when Apocalypse comes back.
Oh yes.
It makes
it's Taggart's fault.
Yeah, it was Moira's fault.
Yeah.
Because she opened up the thing. The cave thing, but then
the Bat Cave.
The Bat Cave. Yeah. She fell into the Bat Cave.
Yeah.
But then like you know how like there's like an earthquake thing across like the world. Mm-hmm. That's what causes the thing to fall, and then Magneto catches it.
Yeah.
So I really like that idea where like.
It's all Moira's fault?
Basically, it's all Moira's fault. I was going to say everything is connected to Apocalypse, but yeah, it's in the end, but that was Moira's fault, so everything that happens in the movie is Moira's fault. Which means that Magneto's family died because of Moira.
Yeah!
That's why I think she's the worst character.
So why didn't anyone try that before? Why didn't anyone just put some sunlight on that little pyramid there?
Because it was underground, and like.
But those guys, to get underground, they'd have to open up the door.
Yeah, but then they would close it when they when they got in. Maybe it was a cloudy day when they first found it.
I know, but like, it's kind of weird. It's like, is Apocalypse solar powered? Is he like my calculator? Like, what? I guess. Why does the sun bring him back? Like, that's never really explained.
They just show it in the beginning where the sun hits the pyramid, and then it lights up, and then it lights up the thing that
transfers him.
Transfers his consciousness.
Yeah, but like, what? I feel like he'd wake up after a while. Like she'd just wake up and there'd be a whole bunch of rocks on it. Like before that, and just be like, well, shit. like not like not like in 1983, but like in like sometime like maybe a couple hours after that happened in Egypt.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
Like, what do I do now? I
don't know how the consciousness
I gave telekinesis to that other chick.
I guess maybe because the pyramid collapsed, it like screwed up the consciousness transporting thing.
Yeah,
because he has to have a pyramid for that. That's like a rule, I think. Because he makes another pyramid and later
he builds another one.
Well, that's a rule. He has to.
We'll build a better one.
It's like, we'll build a better pyramid.
We'll build a better pyramid.
He turns the Earth into a pyramid. That's his plan. That was his plan the whole time.
There's other kinds of buildings. No pyramids. They're the best.
He makes
all pyramids all the time.
He turns New York into just a city of pyramids.
Yeah.
Okay, that's the other thing with like these prequel X-Men films. It's mostly not in First Class as much, but because I do have a thing for that. But in Days of Future Past and the new one, what is it? Apocalypse.
Yeah.
There's always something Magneto does where it's just like, well, fuck, how do you fix that? Like, he dropped a baseball stadium
Oh, yeah.
next to the, like, in the White House, like, right around the White House. Like, it's like, 10-year anniversary of that time Magneto dropped a baseball stadium around the White House. Yeah, we're still dismantling it. Like,
Yeah, we're
because
still...
he flew away.
Because he left, and he was the only one like who could really move something that big. I mean, I guess Jean could, but she wasn't around.
She wasn't around then. So it's like, so they the other thing was in Apocalypse, he like wrecked a lot of bridges and like buildings and stuff. So like
yeah, he destroyed like most of the world. He destroyed the Sydney Opera House, right?
Yeah, I destroyed the Opera House.
Oh man. How are they gonna have opera?
How are they gonna have opera now? They're just gonna go to the Badlands.
They'll just sing it out.
Oh, I love that in
desert.
the best part of the Independence Day 2 trailer. And the only thing that like
that made you want to kind of see the movie, maybe
not really, because I'm getting a lot of Terminator Genesis vibes, where it's like it's a new film that started a long time ago. And we're going bigger.
We're going bigger and
Look,
better.
it's the old actor from before.
He's back.
We're going bigger.
But not Will Smith.
Because we couldn't get him. But we're going bigger. And it's just like, I'm getting all those vibes when I feel like the movie's just going to kind of be okay. Like,
but Bill Pullman has a beard now.
Who cares? He had a beard in American Ultra when he was the president.
Yeah, which was kind of great.
Yeah. Okay, but anyways, the other thing was that, how do they, like, did they just kind of leave that sub on the beach in X-Men First Class?
They could move a sub.
Well, there's a sub and, like, a crashed plane.
Well, they probably would have.
Wait, how do they get off the beach?
Plane? Yeah, how did the rest of them?
Get off the beach?
I guess they just walk.
Because
they swim.
They swim away, and Beast carries Charles on his back.
Yeah.
or maybe Banshee carries all of them.
Yeah,
by flying, even though his wing is ripped.
Yeah, see, that's the other thing. I think some of the flying effects look pretty bad green screen in a lot of this.
Yeah, but Dan, it's the '60s. You gotta forgive them.
The movie wasn't made in the '60s.
What?
It was made in 2011.
I know it was.
What was? I feel like flying is still an effect that
people don't know how to do.
Movies don't do well still.
What was
I'm trying to think of a movie that really did it well. Chronicle is not bad.
Yeah, it's like at first it's kind of
there's some parts that are,
but like I think it gets better throughout the movie.
Yeah, I think the effects get better.
Oh, another flying effect.
Like the first part where they
whenever Magneto
in the first part of Chronicle where they levitate the baseball is a complete CG baseball and it looks like shit.
Yeah,
but then like later when they're like flying around and stuff, it looks pretty good. Like,
yeah. Okay, but I'm just thinking that like when Magneto flies in X-Men Days of Future Past baseball stadium, that looks
good. Yeah, that part looks good.
That looks really good. Anytime and when he flew shot out First Class, that looks really good.
Yeah, those parts look good when they're just like floating normally, but that's just because they're just on a wire and they just.
But that's the best.
I mean, like that's the only way that seems to work.
Yeah, like the part in Civil War when Captain America flies towards the one window.
Yeah,
that was on a wire. I'm really impressed with how many practical effects.
Oh yeah, they do.
Civil War. Like the part where Captain America takes a guy by the leg and smashes him against a pillar. That actually happened.
Yeah.
He was on some wires and stuff, so that like because you can't actually do that with human strength.
Yeah, like when he like kicks the car, like that part.
That was real. That was practical. Like they moved the car. Yeah. Like the car already had a dent in it just from how they were shooting it.
Oh,
they made it really. They did it really clever though.
That's it. Yeah. But like even in like Man of Steel, like when he's flying, I'm like, okay, but this still like these effects aren't any better than they really were in the original Superman. Like
at least didn't.
They're doing the same kind of shot where he's like this on a green screen and you have a wind machine going.
Yeah.
And he's going like this. That's the same thing, and it looks basically the same.
Explain what you were doing to our audio.
Oh, he has his hands up, and the Superman flying. Sorry, I forgot this is. He's doing the flying position that Superman does.
Yeah.
And then he's facing the camera and just like turning back and forth, and like, it's. I mean, there's more wind and it's shaky cam, but it looks basically the same. Yeah. And then like anytime where it's like a wide shot of him flying, it's just all CG. So I mean, I don't know.
Can we talk? Okay. Can we talk about the one part in X-Men First Class?
Yes.
There's that one military general who's like, I have a grenade. Stay back. Like, it's a horrible plan.
It's a really bad.
Because the thing is that a lot of people don't seem to realize, a lot of movies, a lot of TV shows, a lot of anything, a lot of video games actually, is that grenades, they do the most damage through shrapnel. So if you're holding a grenade, your hand's gonna get really fucked up. Other people might get like little pieces of grenade in them kind of thing, but like, they're gonna be fine.
What? Are you saying a grenade doesn't make a huge fireball?
Yeah, a lot of the time it's just kind of like a...
But in the movies, it makes a huge fireball.
Unless it's like a fire bomb or like, you know, some kind of like a thing that's designed to explode a lot. Like, I'm pretty sure those ball grenades are more kind of explosive rather than
ball grenade? Oh, the ones shaped like a ball.
You know, the ones shaped like a ball?
Yeah.
Because the other grenades, they have a whole bunch of, like, you know how, like, it looks kind of like studded, kind of? Like, it's got a scaly type thing?
Yeah, it's like scaly.
It's kind of like, it's all those squares. Yeah. Those are all designed to go...
All the little squares are like pieces of metal that
are designed to shoot out. So when the ball...
People.
Yeah, so the ball is more just kind of like an explosion. Mm-hmm. But, like, that's a terrible plan.
Yeah,
like, I thought you worked in the military.
Yeah, he could...
But he was like doing. What was the point of that? What was that point of that deal, though?
The deal was that
was it like an under the table thing? Like he didn't tell the military he was doing that.
Yeah, because Shaw's like, you have to go tell them to put missiles in Turkey. Yeah. Because we need to. Because I want to start World War III. And it's like, and then he goes to the military, he's like, yeah, I think it's a really good idea to put missiles in Turkey. You guys should definitely do that.
Okay.
Even though I said it was a bad idea.
Here's a better question.
And then
if they have Emma Frost,
I know, right?
Couldn't they just telepath him to say that and do that?
Yeah, they could literally just telepath the guys who shoot the nukes. Just find one of them and then shoot one nuke.
Like Apocalypse did?
Like Apocalypse did.
Like, that was a pretty dumb thing to do. Like,
what?
Why did he just launch all the missiles?
I thought he was gonna blow up the world. That's what I thought he was gonna do.
And then Magneto could have done the thing with the missiles again?
No, I was just like, how do they stop this? Like, I was like, oh shit. But then they just all go into space.
It's like, is this Superman?
And they're all gone.
Is this the quest for peace?
I guess it's the quest for peace. Like,
my
or I was thinking, oh, okay, he's holding the world for ransom. He's gonna be like, if you don't do whatever the thing that I want, that I'm gonna say now, I'm gonna blow up the world.
If you don't let me blow up the world, I'm gonna blow up the world.
I don't know, like, what he wanted. I was just assuming, like, if you don't give me $1 million.
You know what he could have done? Apocalypse could have done the thing that Ultron did, because he has Magneto. Magneto could have lifted up a giant chunk of, like, city.
Yeah, but then they would have been like, everyone would have been like, oh, that's just the thing from Age of Ultron.
I know, but just thinking practically though, like, of Apocalypse's plan, like, it's not a very good plan. Like,
sure it is.
What, to destroy the world? He wanted to destroy the world. He got rid of all the nuclear.
Well, yeah, that's what I mean.
Phase 1, make sure they can't do it for me. Like, what? What? That's what Shaw wanted to do.
Yeah.
Like, Shaw wanted to just have them do it for him. He wanted.
I think that was part of why he didn't just make one of them do it. I think he wanted to prove that he was better by, like, oh, these idiots blew themselves up.
Yeah.
All I had to do was, like,
put a ship across a line,
manipulate a few things, but they still pulled the trigger.
Yeah.
Those idiots, like, that kind of thing.
Yeah.
And now I'm better. Like, I don't think he could have just blown up the world at any point.
Yeah.
But he wanted to prove that.
Yeah.
That he was the superior kind of species.
Yeah.
Or whatever. And that really wouldn't have only helped him, because most of the mutants would have died from that. I mean, because they said how the radiation from all the nukes that they had, it was what, like, kick-started
the mutations
in people.
Yeah.
And that many nukes would have blown up the world, essentially, and so most of the mutants would have died, because...
Except for Darwin. Wait, no,
he would die.
Yeah.
Because apparently
his
power doesn't work.
One of your powers, you can't die, but you die.
Yeah. But, like, he would have been able to absorb.
Why couldn't Darwin adapt to that?
Because...
You know what?
Because he's black in the 60s.
You know what'd been cooler, I think?
He's the black guy.
You know what'd been better, I think?
He's not really from the comics that I know.
No. You know what would be... No, I think he was, but you know what would be better?
No,
okay,
he is.
Okay, you know what would be better? for him dying, instead of just exploding, what if like his whole body just kind of turned to stone and then it just kind of stops?
Oh, and then he was just stuck there.
Yeah.
It was like, oh.
Because
maybe one day we'll be able to reverse the effects, but oh well.
And then it's like, hey Havoc, see if you can destroy that Darwin statue.
They just replaced the other statue.
They replaced the other statue with a statue of Darwin.
Oh no, they bring him to the mansion and they're like, that's like the Darwin.
The
Darwin school for.
You know what'd be great? You know what'd be great?
Been kind of nice.
No, it's Charles Xavier School for Gifted. You know what'd be great though, is if so he becomes a statue or whatever, and then in X-Men Apocalypse, when like Cyclops is like trying to shoot his powers across like that one pond or whatever, if like next to that pond there was the Darwin statue.
Yeah, see,
that'd be cool because it'd be like, oh, that's nice.
No, and then Cyclops destroys the.
No. He destroys the tree because.
No, he destroys the statue. It's like, oh, you killed Darwin.
That was my favorite Darwin.
That was my favorite
tree.
Black guy. That was my favorite black student that died. Is there any black X-Men?
Storm.
Oh yeah.
You know what would be really funny if in X-Men Apocalypse, Charles has like a list. He's got like, it's like Jean, Scott, Storm. Yeah, his list. It's like, I got Jean. He's like
someone named Scott.
He's like Scott. He's got Scott.
Yeah, checked.
And then it's like, I'm looking for someone named Storm, and it's like, my name is Aurora Monroe. And it's like, get out of my school.
No.
Get out of my house.
No, you're not on the list. Sorry. Because in Days of Future Past, Wolverine's all, you gotta find Jean, Scott, and Storm.
You know what I wanted, Dan? You know what? I wanted an after credit scene where Mystique tries to name all the new X-Men.
She's like, oh,
and she like gets really drunk.
So
it's like,
no,
Dan. This is the scene. The scene is before. It's like, hey guy, maybe Scott's like, hey guys, I heard that when my brother told me that when they had the first class of X-Men, they all got really drunk and they started to name themselves and stuff. And it's like, do you think if we get Mystique really drunk, she'll name us all?
Give us all cool
names. and then Beast is like, I don't know, we'll give it a shot. He's like, it worked that one time.
It did work last time.
And then it just cuts to them like sitting around in a room, like they're all like totally like stone faced.
You should be Cyclops
because you only have one eye. It's just like it's a vibe.
You should be Jean Grey. Wow, really clever.
You're already Nightcrawler, and you're fast.
You should
you always dress in silver. You should be Fast Silver.
Fast Grey.
Fast Grey. And I'm just like,
why not?
And then he's like really Beast. I thought we were gonna get some good names. That's the end of the film.
You should be Weather Girl.
That would be great. That would have been amazing, actually. That would have made the movie so much better.
Okay. I'm upset.
Louder!
I'm upset!
Okay.
Because I wanted to see... Okay, those costumes at the end of Apocalypse were so good.
Yeah.
I want to see them in those costumes in action.
Yeah, I know.
But we're not going to see them in action in those costumes for at least a few years.
Yeah.
Which is really sad. Because that scene is basically like the scene at the end of Age of Ultron, where it's like, oh, here's the new team, and some of them have new outfits. Except that we got that team in a movie a year later called Civil War. And we got to see those outfits.
Yeah, except we're not going to wait
the two that were new, but like
4 years now.
We got to see that. It's like maybe 3 years at the earliest. They haven't really like, and like it'll be in the 90s if they finally do make that one, and then it'll be.
Oh, I want to play the song that I think should be for the next Quicksilver sequence.
Okay, yeah, but like,
you finish your point, and I'll
like. It'll be in the 90s, and it'll probably just be like another, not team movie, like not X-Men movie. Like I don't know what I'm saying. I was saying like, you know how Apocalypse and Days of Future Past and First Class to some extent, like they're not a team at the beginning of the movie. It's like, okay, we gotta put the team together.
It's like the Fast and Furious thing. Yeah, like at the end of every movie, the team separates, and then
sort of.
And at the beginning of the next film, they have to put the team back together.
Yeah, but in this one, it's like
We have to.
They put it to. It's like, okay, now we're the X-Men, like, by the end of it. But, like...
That was the end of...
it's the end of every X-Men movie, now that I think about it.
Yeah. End of X-Men 1, now we're the X-Men.
Okay, now we're the X-Men.
End of X-Men 2? Okay, now, because they give Bobby and Rogue the black suits.
Outfits, and they go see the president, and we're just like, we're the X-Men now.
And then at the end of X-Men 3, it's like, most of us are dead. But we're the X-Men now.
Yeah. First Class is like, you guys are more like X-Men. And he's like, yes, I like that name. Now you will lose your memory.
I was thinking more of a Justice League. And then it cuts to credits.
More like a Justice League.
There's nothing that the...
But like, I feel like we won't... Like, can we just... Whatever the next movie is, could it just be that team has to stop whatever the bad guy is? Because... I feel like it'll be like, oh, but the team is torn apart now, and Magneto's still sad about stuff, and like, I don't know, like, I just want that team in those outfits to do an X-Men thing. Can that happen?
Yeah.
Can that be a thing? That'd be cool. I want that.
Okay, so my problem, I've not told you this rant before, but I'm gonna tell it to them, and I have a little bit more I want to add to it.
Okay.
My problem with the DCCU, whatever, is that there's nothing like
2 movies.
There's not only is there 2 movies, but the fact that they're doing a Flash movie and they're not using the CW Flash, because there is nothing a Flash movie could do at this point that would like be like, wow, that was a really cool super speed thing. Because one, we have 2 awesome Quicksilver sequences. Yeah,
and which is like the greatest use of super speed on screen.
Let's think about all the things that Flash has done on the TV show. So he phased through a thing.
Yeah.
There was that part with the train.
Yeah, the part with the train is pretty good. It's like the Quicksilver scene.
It's kind of like that, but like the train is still moving.
Yeah, the train. I really like that one. That was the one cool one. Yeah. Like he does the thing with even in like every episode they try to do a new cool speed.
Yeah, thing. He does the thing where he makes a whole bunch of speed copies of himself and moving so fast he looks like he's in multiple places. He
does the thing from the Tim Allen movie. Where he runs really fast around a tornado the other way, so that
he reverses the polarity. I was gonna make a meme where it's like we have to stop Zoom, and then it showed Zoom from like 2006.
Yeah.
Did you know that in that movie, Tim Allen's character, superhero name was Captain Zoom?
It was Captain Zoom.
It was Captain Zoom.
I thought it was just Zoom or whatever. It's Captain Zoom. That's funny. Or the team was Zoom. I don't know.
Who cares? That movie was pretty bad actually. Just thinking about it, it's like a 5 point something. You know what's funny though? So the girl from that became the Invisible Woman in Flames 4-Stick.
Was really wasn't she already the Invisible Woman in that?
No, she was
Jean, right?
She was Jean, and then
the other guy was the Invisible.
Was the Invisible dude.
Okay.
And do you remember that scene in the beginning where they show all their powers?
Yeah, they show their powers.
They're all just kind of assholes with them, or they're just trying to stop other assholes.
No,
that's all they really do.
The girl was. No, they all
need to stop an asshole.
Some of them were assholes.
No, because the guys try to take the girl's candy and then she throws them into a tree.
Yeah,
and then those kids make fun of the one guy for being fat. Yeah. So then he gets rid of all the water.
And gets really fat.
So he gets really fat and gets rid of all the water. In the pool.
Yeah.
And then the
inflatable pants.
Yeah, inflatable pants. That's what I said when I first saw it.
Yeah,
that was hysterical. When I was we were like 5 and 7 or something, and that was still funny. What was it? The girls. So the girl, she meets the mean girls, and then and then she uses her telepathy to put generic cafeteria gruel on them.
Oh, that's dumb. I thought she would have they were like. I don't remember it that well, but this is what I was imagining you were gonna say, where they're like doing a cheerleading routine, and then she paranormal activity is one of them, and
no, okay,
like moves their leg, and they all
the pyramid collapses.
Yeah.
Okay, no. And then the guy, the one teacher's like, answer the question, asshole. So he does it while he's invisible, just to piss everyone off.
I thought it was like he can't control it.
He was nervous. He was nervous
because he was had to write it on the board, and so he turned invisible accidentally.
Yeah.
Like that was the idea, was they didn't know how to control their powers, and so they had to learn how to be a team and dodge every paintball, which is impossible.
They somehow do it though. That was their real
From the
superpowers.
spinny paintball thing.
It was dodging all the paintballs from the spinny paintball thing. I remember that montage where they were becoming superheroes.
That's like all the movie was. I think see, that was like
There's a couple. Chevy Chase was in that movie.
Was he?
Yeah, he was the one. He was one of the doctor guys.
Oh, okay. That movie.
That's just for the parents, really.
That movie was like Diet Sky High.
Diet. Or Diet X-Men First Class.
No, Sky High is a better analogy because
they're all kids.
Because they're all like young and they're like, oh, and I think didn't that one have a comic book intro?
Yeah, it did.
Yeah,
where it's like, oh, there was Captain Zoom and he had a brother, and then he turned to the dark side, and now then all the brothers.
There used to be a team, but now he's the only one left, or whatever.
Yeah.
They have to go to Area 52.
Okay, if Bryan Singer made Zoom, it would have been a great movie. If Matthew Vaughn should have made Zoom. Actually,
there's nothing. Okay, there's nothing.
Because that's a pretty cool idea when you think about it.
It's a fine idea. It's fine.
The problem is that it's a kids movie.
Yeah.
If this was a dark. If Zack Snyder made this movie, but it's not a good kids movie.
No, it's
what's
just
the best?
Okay,
what's the best live action kids movie? Because those are always horrible.
Harry Potter 2.
Okay, yeah, that's fair. That's actually because I think
you can't really call Deathly Hallows a kids.
No, but what's cool about Harry Potter is that the movies grow up with the target audience.
Yeah, that's what's great about it.
Yeah,
especially if you like.
Because those were coming.
Well, like when we were growing up, so the movies were coming out, so it was like we grew up with the movie, like while they came out.
Yeah, like I was 12 by the time the last one came out.
Yes, you were a complete adult by then. No, but like, it was like you had matured more.
No, like you wouldn't show an 8-year-old the Deathly Hallows. It's too dark.
Yeah,
too many people die.
But like,
there's a swear in that movie.
There's a swear. Oh yeah,
get away from my daughter, you bitch.
That was all caps in the book. So I was expecting her to like shout it, like.
I think it's pretty.
Like kind of like. Well, actually, that's not shouting. I was thinking aliens because it's like basically the same line. Oh, get away from her, you bitch! When she's in.
That first grade. They had the foreshadowing of that before.
Yeah, which is great.
And then in Avatar, they stole those mechs.
Yeah. Because they're all in a shared universe, probably.
Yeah.
The James Cameron verse.
So that's what they should have done with Alien 3.
That's what Avatar 2 should be. Should be
Ripley landing in Pandora in an alternate time.
Yeah.
With the other characters.
Like it's from Aliens. She comes and they don't all die. Like
but they're all like older, so like they get all the actors and stuff. It's like the freezing didn't work properly, so you aged.
What's his name? Kyle Reese, because he's in like basically all the.
He was in The Rock. Did you know that?
That makes sense. He's one of the military guys.
He's one of the military guys that had hero skills.
Okay, yeah.
That seems pretty awesome, actually. That movie's pretty cool.
That movie's pretty great. I like that movie. Mostly because Nicolas Cage and
Sean Connery
is like a great team up.
It's like such a buddy cop thing. Do you remember that one scene in The Rock when Sean Connery, he takes a coin and he like cuts on a one-way mirror and then he like smashes it with his elbow?
Oh, does he like kind of like a circle?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Isn't that kind of dumb?
It's kind of dumb, but...
He's like, aha, I knew it was a one-way mirror. kind of thing. But it's just like, well, of course it is. This isn't your first day, is it?
Well, like, the point is he's a master escape artist, and so they're trying to show, like, different ways he can escape out of things.
Because he's like, oh shit, I didn't expect people to be here. I'll just try the other mirror.
Let's go to the other mirror. Oh, wait, that was just a mirror. Damn it.
I heard the way to test for a one-way mirror is if you put your finger on it, like if you touch it, and there's a space between your finger and the finger on the other side, that's one.
Okay, because there's like a little bit of...
Yeah, it's something about it that...
depth.
So if you touch an actual mirror, like you'll see...
Yeah, it touches, like it'll look like your finger's touching
your other...
the mirror finger.
Yeah.
The reverse finger.
The reverse flash.
You know what is a great movie?
What?
Sky High.
Yeah, I want to see that again, actually. Yeah. It's got Caitlin Snow...
Ramona Flowers.
That's about it. That's the only
Kurt Russell.
Kurt Russell. Oh, he's great. Yeah. I think it's such a great superhero thing, though.
Oh, the Dean from Community.
Yeah.
That's about all the ones.
You know what's amazing? is when they find out the plot twist. You know what the main guy is like? Oh my god, I made out with an old lady. It's like his first thought, because like if you were a teenager, that would be your first thought. Like,
you know what's weird?
What?
I remember watching the special features. You know, he used to like kiss characters, like the girl characters, in a couple scenes. He has to kiss the plant girl, and then he has to kiss the bad girl.
Oh yeah.
In like one of the special features, he's like I don't like kissing girls, and it's like weird. I'm like, okay, it's weird.
Is he gay?
Maybe he's gay. I don't know. They didn't really go into it, but like he just said that in one of the scenes.
Maybe just uncomfortable with the kissing.
Yeah, because like he was saying how he was uncomfortable with the kissing scenes. I'm like, okay. That's weird. Yeah. I don't know. Like, just like
maybe it's because like it's like I don't know. I think that'd be weird as like a
maybe just he finds it weird as an actor.
Yeah, maybe. I think the weirdest thing as an actor to be
in that role, like you're not really attracted to the person.
Okay, so I didn't know this for a while, but I found out that John Krasinski, he's the main guy in The Office. He's Jim from The Office.
Okay, yeah.
Is married to Emily Blunt.
Oh.
And I think
way to go, Jim.
Yeah, yeah. So I think the weird thing as an actor would be to see like your spouse like making out with someone else. It's like, oh, really? That's cool.
I feel like that'd be hard.
Okay,
time for the sex scene, and be like, damn it, stop doing these movies.
That's our move.
Stop doing the sex scene movies.
Yeah.
Only kids movies from now on.
Yeah. No, but the thing is that like they would see like each other doing stuff.
If you're both an actor, I think you can. Yeah. You would understand that world, and you would understand like, okay, I can separate. Yeah. My acting like from my personal life.
I feel like
you would be able to do that better.
I feel like as a celebrity though, the only I feel like you can only date other celebrities.
You basically have to, because those are the people you meet, right?
Yeah, those are the people you meet, and those are the people that like understand your alcoholic acting struggle, or just the fact that like because the other people would be like if you're just like dating some regular person as like a super famous actor, they'd be like, wow, you're a spoiled fuck, and it's like, yeah. What'd you expect? Like, and it's like, oh, we're spoiled fucks together. Yeah. It's like
you're crazy matches my crazy.
Yeah, that's basically what I'm trying to say. Yeah, is that you have to be like.
Yeah, that's true. Because you would have a lot in common. Like I assume.
Yeah.
If you're in the same.
Well, first off, you're both actors.
First off, okay. You're an actor? No way.
So
I'm an actor.
So I've had this iTunes window open for like 20 minutes. I want to get back. So the point I was trying to make was that back to X-Men Apocalypse. Yeah. So. Because the last two films are like 10 years apart, I'm assuming the next one's going to be like 10 years from the other one. Okay, other question. Do you think they made X-Men Days of Future Past 11 years from X-Men First Class? Because 1973 was the year The Time in a Bottle came out?
Just because of that?
Yeah.
No, I think they wanted to do stuff in that era because they had other things like the Kennedy assassination.
And that was probably like...
And that was just a couple years before that or whatever.
Okay, yeah.
And they had Nixon. I guess they wanted to have Nixon. I don't know. Like, I think they had...
And what, Nixon was a president in 72? I don't know American history, but...
I don't think that was... like, why specifically 73 as opposed to 72?
Yeah.
I think because... I saw this from another video, but the X-Men comic first came out in 1963. First Class takes place in 62. So,
well, that just happened to be when the Cuban Missile Crisis was.
Yeah, which is also part of that story of that movie.
Yeah,
but I think also it ends with them almost being the X-Men. So maybe by 63 they become the X-Men. Which is when the comic came out, so it's like, oh, okay, that's kind of interesting. Okay. But then, so then 10 years from 63 would be 73.
Okay, so the point is that,
I guess,
because they're going with the trend now that I'm assuming the next one's going to be 10 years from this one, and I was looking up music that came out in 1993.
Oh yeah.
And so I found things like "I Will Always Love You" and like I feel like that one. I will always love you. Yeah, okay, so anyways, that one. And I was just like, I guess that one's okay or whatever. I found, there were some other things I found where it's just whatever. Like, it's not really, anything that makes me go, wow, that'd be great. Until I rewatched something from my childhood, kind of. But, what makes this song great is, one, it's incredibly 90s, and two, it's very Quicksilver. I feel like it's something he would listen to. Yeah. So I'm just gonna play it. And this came out in 1993. That was the other thing. I was so happy when I found that out. So I'm just gonna play this. So nice. Very, very extreme. Oh yeah, I know. I'm just imagining running around to this. It would be so badass. Imagine, because I know this song's kind of short. So, what if he was what if he said yeah, or what if he moved it so listens to he looked against the most part kind of thing. This would be long. Yeah. It's how long is it? Yeah, it's about that would be long enough, But now.
Okay.
Yeah. So anyways, that was the whole thing. That came out in 1993, and my thing for the end of it would be that Quicksilver puts them all into the Power Rangers formation, and then there's an explosion behind them, and then he unfreezes it at the end of the song. It's got its arms crossed in the middle, and then just and they're like, "What the hell did you do?"
He saved you again because I'm the best one.
And I just
because I'm the most useful one here.
I want to see another great Nightcrawler scene.
Yeah,
that's what we need.
That is what we need. We didn't get one in Apocalypse.
He didn't fight a whole bunch of guys. He fought one guy, and then he fought the same guy again, and then he got lost in a pyramid.
Yeah.
And he's like, and then there's other times where he's like, I can't teleport because of the thing.
Yeah.
I can't. My power is useless in this scenario.
I can only go where I see, but also if I've been there before. No. Because that's what they said.
Yeah. But that makes sense though with X2 because he had not been in that room before.
Yeah, and that's true. And it did seem like I feel like that would make sense. Where it's like, I've been to the room that's right over there before, so I can teleport.
Can imagine?
I assume there's a distance. I don't think he'd be like, well, I've been to Germany before, and I'm in.
Yeah, what's his radius though?
I feel like it's
Azazel has a pretty freaking big radius.
Is it?
He drops guys from the sky.
Yeah, well, he can see the sky, though.
No, but what about the end of First Class? Where does he go?
Oh, yeah, that's a good point. They probably go to a city nearby, I assume.
He doesn't have to see where he's going, Azazel. He can just think about it. But
yeah, he doesn't seem like he has to see where he's going, because he,
or maybe he uses Nightcrawler rules.
Of, subs.
Maybe he uses Nightcrawler rules, he has to have been there before.
Yeah,
he's been inside the sub before, so if he just imagines it hard enough.
That's true. Oh yeah, because he goes across the world. Because he goes he brings the general from
wherever.
What city is that at the beginning? I can't remember. But then he brings him straight to the meeting in Washington.
Yeah, because then Rose Byrne's like, I found the guy in the strip club.
Yeah.
And he's like,
what are you talking about? He's right over here.
And then he's like, yes, I think we should put those missiles in Turkey.
Yeah.
In that scene.
Yeah. Or maybe he just teleported as far as he could go, several times.
Yeah, so it's like boom.
Yeah.
Boom.
So it just is
boom.
Just boom, 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 across the country or whatever.
So it's just
I don't know. I'm making we don't really see if he just went straight there or if it's maybe
or as far as he could see for a really long time.
I'm just speculating.
Or if he did it in the sky.
Yeah, maybe he just went and then looked up and then just went across.
I think we're above Germany now, or something like that. I think we're above
it's
Washington. He's like, I see the White House from here, and then he like teleports down. And he teleports them all down. He teleports to lots of people. Nightcrawler only teleports one other person.
No, he does. He did like 5 in
yeah.
Apocalypse.
Oh yeah, but it was really hard for him.
Yeah, and he couldn't do it at first.
It was very much like the scene in The Incredibles and the scene in X2, where it's like, stop the missiles, Violet. Stop the missiles.
Stop the missiles.
Get us out of here,
Put a force field around the plane.
Get us out of here.
Never use your powers. I know what I said. Listen to what I'm saying now. That scene's pretty great. Actually.
Yeah.
That whole movie's great.
Yeah, that whole movie's pretty great.
It's the best.
Because it's got superheroes and it's got family dynamics.
Yeah,
and
it's the best Fantastic Four movie.
It's the best Fantastic Four movie we're ever gonna get. Yeah, but I think it does those two things so well, though. Like superhero and family dynamics, and like and the whole like Civil War kind of conflict. Like that's such a cool idea.
Well, it's more like a Watchmen.
Yeah.
It's like superheroes are banned. Yeah, essentially.
So in The Incredibles, do the males pass the mutant X gene?
Why would they?
Well, it doesn't matter.
We don't even know if it's specifically like. We don't even know specifically what they got powers from.
I know, but their kids have powers, though.
Yeah. But
is that like a gene, though? It would have to be some kind of.
It doesn't have to be because, like in the Fantastic Four, they have Mr. Fantastic and Sue. They have a kid and he has powers, but it's not their powers. He has different powers.
I know, but I'm just saying,
and they aren't mutants.
Well, neither of Magneto's kids can move metal.
Yeah, but
that's what I'm trying to say. Is that it's just some kind of superpower gene or something?
I don't know. I'm just like they don't really go into how they have powers, but it could be. It could be more. It could be like a mutant thing where just some people have powers.
Okay.
I don't know. They aren't really explaining it, so.
We're at the 1 hour limit.
We are? Oh, shit.
Yeah. That's what happens when you talk about X-Men.
I guess so.
Yeah.
So the conclusion...
Wind Guy is really stupid.
Wind Guy is dumb, and The Incredibles is the best X-Men movie.